Hello and welcome to another Hearts of Iron 4 video made by the highest quality YouTuber. Nah, just kidding, I'm here. So I decided I'm going to play as the United Kingdom and try to take over the world. And this should be pretty easy since the United Kingdom has a pretty strong position. And also, why is my map shaking? Oh, okay, it's done now. Now we have 33 civilian factories, which should be enough. I'm just gonna build a couple more military. And we don't need any of these junky boats. We only need battleships. I am also using no division limit because I plan on having quite a large army. And also I'm gonna disband the allies because I am really annoyed that nations are able to randomly join your faction. And that happens to the allies mainly. Let's do some limited rearmament. Now you might say, why do you have such a large army before the game's even started? Well, I just requested all of the troops belonging to Canada, South Africa, British Raj, Australia, and New Zealand, and British Malaya, which makes the British Army one of the largest at the beginning of the game, because I have 78. France has possibly 74. Germany has only like 40. Poland has 49. Soviets have more. And the United States only has 53. So at the beginning of the game, if you request all of the forces from the Dominions, you have the largest army, except for the Soviets. Oh, and Japan maybe too. Besides also having the largest navy, we also have one of the largest air forces, even though it's quite out of date. I wasn't paying attention, but apparently King George, I think the 5th, already died, and King Edward abdicates, and it's time to discredit the government, and the fascist assault divisions have formed, which will help us become fascist faster, which is pretty good. We're also almost at 50%. Oh, an extra research slot, that'll be great. And the threat of communism, which will give us 10% more support for fascism, and that is 50%. So we can now hold a national referendum. Oh yes, we are now the British Empire. Return of the King. Oh, well, we must have the King. We can't just not accept the King. And since America is pretty much weaker than the Netherlands at the beginning of the game, I'm going to justify a war goal on them. And it's time to declare war on the United States. And as you can see, they don't have very many troops on their front line at all, so this should be quite easy. Oh yeah, forgot to call in Canada. Volunteers from Italy. I'll accept them. And good thing the industrial power going to war with the largest empire ever created does not bring the world tension up to 100%. So France can't join their, the alliance America just created, the North American Association. So they're going to be pretty easy to win against. Oh dear, mutinies in the army. That's not good. And the mutinies have ended. Good. Perfect, France made their own team, which stops them from joining America's team. And the United States has capitulated. And the casualties for the war? Yeah, I took I didn't take that many, I mean. Now you might ask why I puppeted the United States. It's because they retain their navy, and if I integrate them, I will get their navy, so I'll have the most powerful navy, plus the second most powerful navy, combined. And I'm gonna say that Czechoslovakia is on their own. I just found some King George's land. I'm now declaring war on Belgium. So I think I was gonna join the war with France, but Germany wouldn't let me join it, so they took all the land. I declared war on the Netherlands, had to invite Germany, so they got a bit of the land, but I got most of it. And it's time to crush Belgium now. That war lasted probably an hour, at best. So I joined the Italian war against, let's see, I'm against Greece, Yugoslavia, and Ireland. I just want Ireland. So I joined the war. And I'm gonna declare war on Poland right now. Germany wouldn't let me into the war and I just want some of the land. I can't open the war tab. So I got a bit of land from that peace treaty. I didn't want any Polish lands because they'll just be annexed by the Soviet Union. So currently I am building forts down over here in Belgium, the Netherlands, and I am building forts over here. And my plan is to stab Germany in the back, since I wanted all of France, and they took it all from me, which makes me sad. And we are going to declare war on the German Reich, and they are not ready for this war. Not at all. So my plan, I think I'm going to try to capture as much of France as possible to shorten the front line. And I just captured Munich. So Germany should capitulate. So that's good, because all that's left is Italy now. And they keep invading my homeland, which is annoying, because my fleet is badly damaged. Don't ask me how I joined the Comintern, they just let me in. The war seems to be going pretty well so far, and the Soviets have sent their entire army over, so we're probably going to do a joint attack to take over Italy. Because I'm really running out of manpower. I just started getting more again, but I've been at 0 for a while. I am on all adult serve, and so far in the war, let's check casualties. Yeah, I've taken as much as the Soviet Union, and Italy just capitulated, which this should bring a peace treaty. Yes, it did. Okay, and I have most of the war score, so I need that piece of the Netherlands for sure. I'm probably just going to try to take as much as Germany and France as I can. Or once France, I should say. So one thing you can do is you can select Take All States Puppet, and then you can hit Take All States again, and they'll still be Puppet, but with no land, so no one else can puppet them. Which is very useful, since communists like the puppet, but they don't like the annex, so I should be able to do that. And they shouldn't take as much land. Now these are much better borders, and really the only question right now is how long until the AI kicks me out of their faction. Did they remove the ability to puppet nations in the way I just did? Because Mussolini's not my puppet, but I puppeted him. Now I need to re-invade Italy. I wanted to have them as a puppet, but apparently I just liberated them. So it looks like my puppet has been liberated somehow. I'm pretty sure I puppeted them, at least. The Japanese Navy isn't having a fun time. It's a defeat. Wow, I lost a lot of convoys, and that's it. They actually lost warships. Let's look over here. I just lost a convoy, not a big deal. But yeah, they're losing ships left, right, and center. I am kind of sad right now because this game was going well. I pretty much just had to beat Japan, and then I could easily beat China and the Soviet Union. But what makes me sad is when I hit start, it freezes. It stays frozen for like 10 seconds. And then it like unfreezes, and then immediately freezes again for another 10 seconds, so I'm gonna have to call it the end. I'm gonna have to call the end here. I've tried reloading the game and stuff, doesn't seem to be working. So I would have won this anyways. I mean, and even so, my navy consists of 49 battleships. If I managed to lose, they weren't gonna take over Britain just by this many battleships I have. Yeah, quite disappointed. Britain's one of the easiest nations to play because of your navy. You can do anything. And there isn't a lot of nations that declare war on you as a focus, unlike the Soviet Union, which is quite strong too. So I'd recommend playing the UK and going fascist, because playing as a democracy is boring. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.